Now let us start word problem sum number 1 to 10 of exercise 2.2 chapter linear equation in one variable. Hello dear student, before starting word problem related to linear equations in one variable, one thing you have to keep in mind that in the word problem you need to find the value of unknown quantity. So to find the value of unknown quantity, we have to denote the value of unknown quantity with any alphabetical letter like A, B, C, X, Y or Z. So now let us start our word problem number first, that is exercise 2.2 question number 1. Previously we already solved the equation, but here in this questions is given and you have to form equation and then you have to find the value of unknown quantity. Now see dear student, what the question says? If you subtract half from a number and multiply the result by half, we get 1 by 8. What is the number? This number is our unknown quantity. So we don't know what is the number, means we have to subtract half from a number. So let us denote that unknown number be x. Let the unknown number, you can write number, let the number be x. Now what the statement says? If you subtract half from a number, so what we have to write? Subtract half from a number. So we have denoted that number be x. We have to subtract half from it. So it gives, from that number we have to subtract half, means x minus half, and multiply the result by half. Now whatever the result we got, multiply the result by half. We get, what we will get? We have to multiply this half with this result. Half multiplied by x minus 1 by 2. You get 1 by 8. So after multiplying half to x minus 1 by 2, you should get 1 by 8. So the result is 1 by 2 multiplied by x minus 1 by 2 equals to 1 by 8. See dear student, here we form equation. Now you can easily solve the sum and you can find the value of this unknown quantity. Now how to solve? As we already done in our previous exercise. Now let us see. Write down this value as it is over here. Half multiply means bracket x minus 1 by 2 gives. See dear student, equal sign means equation, as I told you earlier. Here algebraic expression and on the right hand side constant number we have. Now we have to solve this value of x. We have to find the value of x. How to do? Now first of all we need to reduce this, cancel this 2. Our same rules. What I will do, if it is in division form, I will multiply it. Whatever the number in division form, same number I will multiply so that it will get cancelled. And write down this value as it is. Whatever value I had taken over here in multiple form, same value you have to take on right hand side also. What you will write? Multiply 2 on the both side. Now after multiplying 2 on both sides, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 1 has no value. Whatever is left, write down over here. X minus 1 by 2 is equal to, here cancellation is possible on right hand side. 2 1s are 2 4s are 1 by 4. Now, see, slowly and steadily we are getting the value of x. Now, as I told you, to find out the value of x, always try to separate it. So, whatever value beside it, try to transpose it. Now, what I will do? I will put equal sign beside x. And I will transpose this minus 1 by 2 on my right hand side. So, here it is negative. While transposing, it will become positive. Whatever value on right hand side, write down as it is. And I am transposing this negative 1 by 2 on my right hand side. So, negative will become positive. Here in bracket you have to write transposing negative 2 to RHS. While doing such, you will easily get the value of x. Now, see here, dear student. What is there now? 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. LCM of 4 and 2. LCM of 4 and 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 1s are, and LCM of 4 and 2 is 4 only. So here you have to equalize the denominator. Here write down as it is 1 by 4. 4 already there, so 4 multiply by 1. Whatever number we are taking over here, same number we have to take in numerator also. Plus sign. Now I need to get 4 over here. The 2 should be multiplied by what? 2 should be multiplied by 2 only to get 4. Whatever number I am taking in denominator, same number you have to take in numerator also. By doing such, 1 1s are 1, 1 4s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. See, after equalizing the denominator, now you can add the numerator 1 plus 2 by 4. Then x as it is, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 4 as it is. Therefore, what is the number? That means our number is 3 by 4. Let's start our sum number 2. The perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter, more than twice its breadth. What are the length and the breadth of the pool? Now, dear student, we have to find the length and the breadth of a swimming pool. Now here the condition for the length is given, which is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. Therefore, in this particular question, unknown quantity is breadth. Now first let me draw one figure so that you can easily understand. Consider this as a rectangular swimming pool. This is length and this is breadth. Now here the condition for length, which is 2 meter more than twice its breadth, is given. So we can suppose let the breadth be x. Therefore, its length, which is length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. This condition is given. Length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. Here I had supposed breadth be x. So if breadth is x, length is 2 meter more. 2 meter more means you have to add 2 meter more than twice its breadth. If breadth is x, so what is the twice of breadth? 2x. See here both the value we got. Length, that is 2x plus 2, and breadth, that is x. Now, what are the length and the breadth of the pool? Here one more condition is given, that is perimeter of the rectangle, that is 154. Value of perimeter is given. So write down over here, perimeter of rectangle, which is 154 meter given. Dear student, what is the formula of perimeter of rectangle? We know very well, that is 2 length plus breadth. So that formula we need to write over here, 2L plus B, which is equals to 154 meter. Now write down 2 as it is. Length, value of length just now only we found, that is 2x plus 2, write down over here. And the value of breadth we had supposed as x. Now resolve the bracket. 2x plus x give 3x, and write down 2 as it is. Now dear student, I need to cancel this value, that is 2. How you will cancel? As we did in previous sum, it was in division form, we had multiplied 2 on both the side. Same here, it is in multiple form. So I will divide both the side by 2 so that this value will get cancelled. Now write down as it is. Now what I will do? I will divide both the side by 2. In bracket you have to write. Dividing both the sides by 2. By doing such, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. What is left now? Now here 154 divided by 2. Half of 154 is 77 meter. Now as I told you earlier, everywhere we need to find the unknown value, unknown quantity. That is, here the unknown quantity is x. We don't know. We need to find the value of that variable. So try to separate it. So while separating, try to transpose this 2 on RHS. So 2 will go on that side. So this is positive 2 will become negative 2 while transposing. Write down over here. Transposing 2 to RHS. While transposing, it will become negative. 77 minus 2 gives 75. Now either you can divide both the side by 3 so that 3 will get cancelled, or you can do transposition method. 3, it is in multiple form. When you will go on right hand side, it will divide. So 75 divided by 3 will give 25. This is how we got the value of x. And x here we had supposed it as a breadth. So directly you write down breadth, which is equals to x, which is equals to 25, and the value of length, that is 2 meter more than twice of breadth, 2 meter more than twice of its breadth, and the value of breadth we just now found 25. So 2 multiplied by 25 plus 2. 25 2s are 50. 50 plus 2 is 52. Now if you want to check, you just place it the length and the breadth. I will write the breadth, which is 25. As rectangle, opposite sides are equal, and the length is 52. You can easily check. 25 25 50. 52 52 104. Add it and you will get 154, which is the perimeter which is given in the question. Taken over sum number 3rd. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 integer 3 by 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? Now first of all, you should know what is an isosceles triangle. Let me draw an isosceles triangle for you so that you can understand the thing properly. Isosceles triangle means whose two sides are equal. Now in this, the base of the isosceles triangle is given 4 by 3 centimeter. Means base, they are talking about this base. Perimeter of the triangle is also given. Now the perimeter of the triangle, that is perimeter of an isosceles triangle, which is given 4 integer 2 by 15. You can convert this. You will get 15 4s are 60, 60 plus 2, 62 by 15 centimeter. Now what is the length of the either side of the remaining equal side? These two sides are equal. We don't know. So that means what? This is the value of unknown, what? Unknown quantity. Now we will suppose it, we will assume it as an x. Let the length of equal sides be x centimeter. Now what we will do? Now we need to find the value of that unknown quantity. So apply this formula, that is perimeter of isosceles triangle. How many sides? Triangles have 3 sides. The sum of 2 equal sides plus the base. So what I will do? I will keep on adding both all the 3 sides. 4 by 3 centimeter plus x plus x. After that, the perimeter of isosceles triangle is also given, that is 4 integer 5 by 15, that is 62 by 15. So I will write that value over here. 62 by 15 centimeter equals to 4 by 3. X plus x will become 2x. Now say, dear student, now our value of x, that is unknown quantity, is on the right hand side. So what I will do, I will try to write whole part on LHS so that it will be easier for you to calculate the value. And I will write 62 by 15 on right hand side. I am not transposing, I am just interchanging. As A equals to B is B equals to A. Now what I will do, as I told you previously, I need to find the value of this unknown variable. So I need to separate this value. So what I will do, I will just put equal sign, and whatever value on my right, I will write as it is. So what I will do, my next step will be to transpose this 4 by 3 on my right. So positive 4 by 3 will become negative 4 by 3. So you have to write transposing 4 by 3 to RHS. By doing such, now you can easily get the value of x. Now by doing such, it will be clear for you now what to do. Now here see, you have to equalize the denominator to do subtraction. Without equalizing the denominator, you cannot subtract the value. So to equalize the denominator, we need to find the LCM of 15 and 3. So LCM of 15 and 3 is 15 only. If you want to see, you can check it over here. 15 and 3. 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are, and 5 1s are, 3 5s are 15. So here already 15 is there. So 15 should be multiplied by what? 1. Put subtraction sign. Now I need 15 over here. So 3 should be multiplied by 5. Whatever value I am taking in denominator, same value I have to multiply in numerator also. 62 1s are 62 by 15. 4 5s are 20. 3 5s are 15. Student, now you can subtract the value. 62 minus 20, 15, and 15 is common denominator. 62 minus 20 is 42 by 50. Now dear student, here one more step you have to do. See here 2 is with x. I need to reduce, I need to cancel this 2. It is in multiple form. So what I will do, I will divide this value by 2. Whatever value I am taking on my left, same value I have to take in my right also. If I had taken 2 on my left, so same I have to take 2 on my right also. Now after doing such, you have to write dividing both the side by 2. After doing such, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Cancellation is possible, yes. 2 21s are. At the end, what is left? X equals to 21 by 50. Now reduce if it is possible. Yes, it is possible. 3 5s are and 3 7s are. That means what? The value of x is 7 by 3. What they had asked, what is the length of the either of the remaining equal side? Therefore, length of either of the equal sides is 7 by 5 centimeter. The sum number 4. Sum of two number is 95. If one exceed the other by 15, find the numbers. Now here, condition for one number is given, which is 15 more than the another number. Means two numbers are there, one is smaller and another is bigger. Condition for bigger is given, that is which is 15 more than the smaller number. So here our unknown quantity is a smaller number. So we have to suppose let the smaller number be x. Therefore, the bigger number will be, which is given 15. One exceed the other by 15. So therefore, the bigger number will be, if smaller number is x, the bigger number will be x plus 15. Now, the sum of both the number is 95. Sum of two numbers is 95. So you just need to add both the number, that is smaller and bigger. Smaller number is x and bigger number is x plus 15. Sum of both gives 95. Now x plus x give 2x, 15 as it is. Transpose this 15 on that side. The positive will become negative. You have to write transposing 15 on RHS. Now subtracted 95 minus 15 is 80. That means now you can easily transpose this value 2 over here. Bring 2 down below 80 and reduce the value. That means the value of x you will get 40. Therefore, the smaller number, which is x, which is equals to 40, and the larger number, that is bigger number, equals to x plus 15. The value of x is 40. 40 plus 15 is 55. Now let us see the sum number 5. Two numbers are in the ratio 5:3. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? Two numbers are there, but it is in the ratio. We don't know that number. So what we will do? Ratio of two numbers be 5x and 3x. If they are differ by 18, so what we will do? We just need to find the differences of both, that is 5x minus 3x is 18 given. Now what we will do? Therefore 5x minus 3x is 2x. Very easy to find the value of x over here. So where 2 will go down. 18 divides 2. That is 9 you are getting. That means what? And what are the numbers? Therefore, the first number is, which is 5 times x, and value of x we found 9, that means you will get 45. And the second number is 3 times x, that is value of x is 9, and you will get 27. Now let us see sum number 6. 3 consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? Now 3 consecutive integers when added, we used to get the value 51. First of all, you should know what are consecutive. Consecutive means the number which follows the another number in increasing order. It may be 10, 11, 12, 2 or 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9 like that. We don't know. We have to find those 3 consecutive integer. When we add those 3 integer, it should be, the sum should be 51. So now let us suppose let 3 let 3 consecutive integers be x. If suppose first consecutive integer I had support x, my next integer will be x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now when we add these three integers, the sum should be 51. Therefore, as per the given condition, when the three consecutive integers added, we used to get total 51. Now resolve the bracket. Therefore, x plus 1 plus x plus 2 gives 51. X plus x is 3x. 1 plus 2 is 3. Now we need to find the value of x, that is unknown quantity. As I told you, always try to separate the value. So you need to transpose the 3 on right hand side. So it will become minus. So you have to write transposing 3 on RHS. Now 3x equals to 51 minus 3 is 48. Now either you divide both the side by 3 so that 3 and 3 will get cancelled and value of x you will get, or directly take this 3 in division form. If it is in multiple, it will go in division form. Therefore, x 48 divides 3, you will get 16. Now, our first consecutive number, which is equals to x, we got 16. Second number, that is x plus 1, that is 16 plus 1 gives 17. And the third number, that is x plus 2, that is 16 plus 2 gives 18. When you will add all these three, that is 16 plus 17 plus 18, you will get this total. Let us say sum number 7. The sum of three consecutive multiple of 8 is 888. Find the multiple. It is actually similar to the previous sum. Now in previous sum we took three consecutive integer as x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now here also same you have to do, but only the change is the consecutive, it should be consecutive multiple of 8. It should be consecutive multiple of 8. See how to do. Let the three consecutive multiple of 8 are x plus 8. In place of 1 you should write 8 and the next number should be x plus 11. These are the three consecutive multiple of 8. Now sum. So as per the condition, we need to do sum of it. X plus 8 plus x plus 16, which gives 888. Now add it. Therefore x plus x gives 3x. 8 plus 16, 24. Now here we are finding the value of x. As I told you, transpose this value. Try to separate this value. While transposing, positive 24 will become negative. Write down statement over here. Transposing 24 on RHS. Now subtract it. 4, 6, 8. That is 860. 4. Now divide it. Either you can divide both the side or directly you can take 3 over here as I do. Divide it. 864 divides 3. 8s are 24. 8s are. The value I am getting, value of x I am getting 288. Now as I got the value of x, that is my first consecutive number, which is multiple of 8 is 288. Now my next consecutive number, that is second number, multiple of 8 will be x plus 8. So value of x I got 288. Just you need to add 8 to it. So it will become 296. And my third consecutive number, multiples of 8, that is x plus 16. Value of x I got 288 plus 16. Add it, you will get 304. When you will add all these three values, you will get 888. Sum number 8. Three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. Now dear student, again same condition. Here we have to take three consecutive integer. But the condition over here is that they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively. First, let the three consecutive integers be x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now, as per the condition, given, we need to multiply the consecutive integer which is in increasing order by 2, 3 and 4. So that means what? You have to multiply this x by 2, x plus 1 by 3 and x plus 2 by 4. So let us multiply 2x. Now it is given in add up to. So we need to add. 3 multiply by and 4 multiply by gives add up to 74. It gives 74. As per the condition, the integer which is multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 added up to 74 gives 74. Now multiply. Therefore 2 into x 2x, 2, 3 into x 3x, 3 ones are 3, 4 multiply by x 4x, 4 twos are 8. Now make a sum of number which is with the variable x, 2x, 3x, 4x. That is 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9x. Then 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 gives 11. Then we need to find the value of this x. As I told you, just transpose and try to separate this value. Transpose is 11, it will become, you have to subtract it. Write down statement. Transposing 11 on RHS. After that, subtract it. 4 plus 1, 3, 63. As we know that 9 sevens are 63, that means the value of x, 9 will go down, or you can divide both the side by 9 so that 9 will get cancelled, or directly you can do cancellation, cross multiply. 63 divided by 9, you will get the value of x, that is 7. Now, our first number is 7. Second number, x plus 1, that is 7 plus 1 equals to 8. Our third number, that is x plus 2, that is 7 plus 2 gives 9. These are consecutive integer. Say 7, 8 and 9. When you multiply 7 by 2, you will get 14. When you multiply 8 by 3, you will get 24. When you will multiply 9 by 4, you will get 36. When you will add all the integer, you will get 74. 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 4, 14, 1 carry, 1 and 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4 and 3, 7. Now let us see the another sum. The age of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio of 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present age? We don't know their present age, but the condition given over here. So let us suppose that let the present ages of Rahul and Harun let us consider Rahul's age be 5x and Harun's age be 7x. This is the present age. Now another condition given that 4 years later the sum of their age will be 56 year. 4 years later means still we don't know the present age of both. If the present age is 5x and 7x, that is 5x of Rahul and 7x of Harun, what will be their age after 4 years? So let us find. 4 years later, Rahul will be, suppose if his present age is 5x, so 4 years later he will be 5x plus 4. And Harun, if present age of Harun is 7x, so 4 years later Harun will be 7x plus 4. Now after 4 years, their ages we found. Present age also we have. Now the condition is 4 years later the sum of their ages. Now we need to add their ages 4 years later. Means after 4 years, what is their age? Those ages we have to add. Will be 56 years. As per the condition, that is 4 years later the sum of their age will be 56 years. So we need to add these two values. That is 5x plus 4. That is age of Rahul will be 5x plus 4 after 4 years. And age of Harun will be 7x plus 4 after 4 years. The sum of their ages after 4 years is 56 given. 56 years. Now solve this, resolve this bracket. 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 equals to 56. Common variable 5x plus 7x is 12x. 4 plus 4 is 8. Sorry, here 56. Now 12x as it is. Transpose this 8 on that side. 56 minus 8. Write down over here. Transposing 8 on RHS. Now 56 minus 8 gives 48. All knows that 48 divided by 12, 12 4 is 48. Write down 4 over here. Or you can divide both the side by 12. Now we got the value of x. So let us find the present age of Rahul and Harun. Present age of Rahul, which is 5x, that is 5 into 4 gives 20 years, and present age of Harun, which is 7x, 7 4s are 28 years. This is the present age. But here this condition is their ages after 4 years. Now if the present age is 20 and 28, add 4 years to it, you will get 56. See, 20 plus 4, 24. 28 plus 4, 32. Add it and you will get 56. This is the age 4 years later. Okay. Sum number 10. the number of boys and girls in a class are in the ratio 7:5. The number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. What is the total class strength? Now here in this particular question, the number of boys and girls are given in the ratio form, and we don't know the total number of boys and girls. So what we will do, first let us suppose let the number of boys be 7x. We don't know the number of boys, it should be in the multiple of 7, and number of girls be 5x. It should be in the multiple of 5. Now one more condition is given, the number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. Number of boys is 8 more than number of girls. Therefore, as per the condition, that means what? Boys is 8 more than girl, and now what is the number of boys? That is 7x. This boys is 8 more than number of girls. So 8 more means you have to add 8 to the number of girls. We got a equation. Now you know very well what to do. Transpose this 5x on left hand side, because this is a lower value. Always try to bring smaller value to bigger value. The positive will become negative, and what is left over here? Only 8. You have to write transposing 5x on LHS. While doing such, now do subtraction. 7x minus 5x is 2x. Now very easy, either divide both the side by 2 or directly bring 2 over here, so that you will get the value of x 4. Here we got the value of x 4. That means what? Now you need to find the value, that is number of boys and number of girls. Therefore, number of boys, the condition for boys is 7x, and the value of x we got 7, that is 7 4 is 28. Now numbers of girls, that is 5x. Here value of x we got 4, 4 5 is 20 numbers. Now the question is, what is the total strength? Therefore, total strength equals to, that is number of boys plus number of girls, that is 28 plus 20 equals to 48 students in a class.